Yes. Come on, let's go, people. I tell you, it is what it is. I say Manchester United fan, it done is talking right now. I tell you, I don't get shame. But we got to do what we got to do. Back again. After Chelsea, wallop me. 4-3. Oh, what am I talking about? I couldn't believe it. Oh my goodness. What we gotta do, It's Premier League time moment. I tell you, people, smash the like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. I tell you, you think I'm not gonna come? I'm gonna show my face. I don't care at the moment. I'm telling you, welcoming everybody on this show. I'm telling you, people are right here to join me. You know, when it rains, it pours heavily. It's falling down at Manchester United. People are fuming. The manager, who's to blame? I'm telling you, I'm looming this weekend again with Liverpool in the building. I'm telling you, crisis, help, SOS at Manchester United. We are in big trouble. Is it Eric Ten Hag? Who it is? All these players need to get out of my club. I'm telling you, I'm fuming. I'm gutted about the match yesterday. Welcoming this man. He's not fuming. He said it's okay. Bishop, talk to me. You're live. Talk to me. You're in the building. What's going on, bro? I'm gutted.
Why are you angry? We saw this coming. What we saw coming. Yeah. Gave them a plan ahead. They said they will not follow. This is what comes after a form. Right.
Yeah.
Good to be on the show.
All right.
I just quickly want to this is the thing about Ten Hag. After you take responsibility, I've seen Ateta come out each time and say it's my fault, everything is on me. But this guy still comes out, blames referee, says something that is not true, blames the VAR, blames everybody but himself. I've never seen him criticize himself before. So if they want to stay with him, fine, they can stay with him. We've given them the platform to use. The painful thing for me is this season was just wasted. A wasted season. Man, you didn't achieve anything. He's going to be sacked. You're now bringing a new manager. If the manager does not do well the next season, you can't sack him because that's his first season. You see what you've done. You've already wasted this season, which you should have used this season as like an audition for him. But he's gone. So now they said they're going to sack him after the... I don't know what they want to do.
All right, welcoming this man is fuming. I'm talking about Bishop. He's a Manchester United fan. I'm going to call on that team that beat us yesterday. That fan is so happy. He's so joyous. Even him, he don't get shame. He said he's happy. I'm calling on Prof. Prof, you are in the building. Welcome to the show.
Yo, everybody.
Yo. Oh my goodness.
It was a fact.
Painful.
At some point, I was very scared. To be honest, at 3-2, the messages were coming in from the haters. The haters were rolling it out. I was seeing on my phone 40 messages, 50. Only
even
for
me, I sent you a message.
Only for the greatest. The greatest turnaround in Premier League history. I mean, it's a record yesterday because no team has been in defeat that long and go around to turn it off in such a short period of time. It was a record set by Chelsea yesterday, and that no one saw coming. It was I was really, really, really very excited about the results because we started the game well, but to crumble like the way we did against the Man United side that was just shambolic, conceding shots left, right, and center. But at the end of the day, we had the last laugh. So yeah, I'm glad, I'm happy.
All right, this man is happy. He's ready. And also, I'm going to welcome this man. I'm telling you, he's ready for me on Sunday. I'm talking about Liverpool fan. He's right here with me. Irate. Take it easy. What's going on, bro? Yeah, welcome to the show.
It's good to be here. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone.
Yay! You're welcome.
You don't have to be scared. It's Old Trafford, right? So there's nothing to be scared of. But I can see Prof is very happy from yesterday's game.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could see why both teams are where they are in the table. Both teams are. I think it was labeled El Trashico, and rightly so. And at the end of the day, the best trash team won. But there's not a lot in between both teams, honestly.
It's not your fault now.
All right.
Some good games coming up this weekend. Arsenal, Brighton, Crystal Palace, Man City. Big games that could lead to a twist and a title race. So yeah, it's good to be on the show.
All right, welcome to the show once again. Please, let's do this needful. Please smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's do this. And welcome, Illuminator. You're in the building. What's going on, bro? Can you hear me? I don't think I lost him there. Let me start with you, Bishop. Bishop, let's talk about what happened yesterday. You're talking about something that happened yesterday. At some point, it was 3. I don't know what happened. 3-2. Talk to me. What do you think?
Okay, so they started the game at the back foot. Chelsea left the track so early, attacked everywhere, got the better of Man U twice. Left to me, the penalty was soft, but I'm not going to even debate it because every team is going to get that penalty this season. And I don't want to hear any complaint when it comes to my turn that is favored me. So I'm not going to say anything about it. Let's move on. So
sorry to interrupt. Which penalty?
The 2 penalty was soft. Both penalty were soft.
I don't see anything soft.
Okay. Let me just finish now. Don't worry, because it's going to happen to your team, and I don't want to hear soft.
It has already happened. We've had it this season. Yeah.
Okay. All right. No problem.
But there was nothing soft in that.
That's a very soft penalty.
That's a soft penalty.
I rate those 2 penalty in the Champions League final.
Come on now.
What do you mean Champions League final? Madueke has gone past Dallo, and then
did you see the? I'm going to get a clip that shows the circle of his foot. He was not even touched.
No,
And I'm
that's
going
a
to get
lie.
that video. I'm going to get that video. Don't worry. You don't need to argue.
Edited
I'm not
video.
bringing edited video.
I saw
I'm
it
not
in
bringing
real
edited
time.
video.
Okay,
And even Dalo could not argue against it. You saw that.
What about the first penalty? What about the first penalty?
Anthony was on the wrong side of.
It doesn't
But
mean
he
if he
touched
moves at the
him.
front. Wrong side does not
What
matter. Did he touch him?
He touched his knee. There was
Football is
clear
a contact game for crying out loud. This is a contact game.
There was clear contact.
Okay,
He
is this
touched his
irate
knee.
that is talking?
Irate
No,
is
this
talking. It's
Okay,
irate.
irate. A quick question. Man City, Liverpool. I think almost the last kick of the game. The kick of the hands, was it a penalty or not?
The kick on McAllister.
No, I think it was, was it the
Yeah,
hands of McAllister? One of them.
Doku,
Well, yes.
McAllister.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
the last
that's-
kick.
Yeah, that's a penalty.
Was it given?
No.
It's a contact game for crying out loud. This is a contact game.
No, a
It's a
contact
contact
game
game.
doesn't mean you should bring down someone who has gone past you.
Ha,
Come
bah.
on.
Has
He has
McAllister
gone
gone
past
past Doku? Did he go?
No,
did he
that
go past
one,
Doku?
that one, both of them contested for the ball.
But you said it's a penalty. You said it's a penalty.
Yeah, because
But it was
he
not
kicked
given.
him on the
Why?
chest.
So VAR checked it and said he passed.
Oh,
VAR didn't see it as a clear and obvious error.
He
But for me,
passed.
it's a penalty.
Any English you want to use, they saw it and he passed it. So now it gets to Chelsea's turn and now they're giving it. Okay, no problem. Let's
Those
move
two
on.
are
Now.
penalties. Let's move
Everybody's going to test
Though,
this. I don't
of
want that.
course,
Everybody's
yes.
going to test this.
Penalty.
I don't want to.
They
That's
were
why I
both-
don't want
they
to
were
talk
still
about the
more
penalty. I don't want to talk about the penalty. Let's leave the penalty. Man, you came back into the game. Very nice goals. Good goals. Good work. Only the first one was a mistake. The rest were worked. The second one was a pass from Garnacho to Dalot. Dalot crossed the ball and you can see the
Bruno.
captain screaming to Holland, leave the ball. And that was a very clean goal. The next one, the best pass you will ever see this season,
yes.
came from Antonio. This is the pass of the season. It came from Antonio, and the rest was history. Now, the game as of 96 minutes was 3-2. And now, this is where I question Ten Hag. Number one, the changes he started making. Rashford came into the game, and he started marking like he doesn't even want to be on the pitch. It's like they forced him, like where your booter come and play. It was like he was forced to be on the pitch. That even annoyed me as much as Jesse Mount. I didn't know why he has to put Mount in that game. Those guys already containing the midfield. Why he had to put Mount in that game and remove Garnacho? I've never seen why he did that. Now, at that point, everybody saw the Arsenal Man City game. You saw the low block. When are you supposed to go on a low block? When are you supposed to adapt to low block? But they didn't even play. They didn't mark. Everywhere was just open. Chelsea was having chances upon chances. The defenders were throwing their body on shot. There were many shots that Maguire and the young guy that came in, Caballa or what's his name?
Yeah.
They were throwing their body on the line just to block the shot. If those shots has passed through those guys, I'm telling you, Chelsea would have scored more than this. But those guys were throwing themselves. Unfortunately, that lot happened. Then, corner kick, loss of concentration, loss of everything, a deflected shot. This is the most bizarre hat-trick you will see from a player. Two penalty and a deflected goal.
And deflected goal, yeah.
That's the most bizarre hat-trick you ever get from anyone. So, Chelsea won. I saw them celebrating like they won the league.
Yeah, Prof was happy.
Yeah, good for them. They can win. This is their league title, so it's good for them.
For me, the analysis on the game by Bishop, right? I mean, look, the game could have gone either way, because we are talking about a moment of madness in Dalo. If Dalo doesn't touch Madueke, maybe Madueke fires the ball on the box and he gets blocked by a United player, and then that's what Man United wins. And the narrative is what is Chelsea that Poch is poor and Chelsea are poor. But that is not for me the crux of the matter. And that's why I said, look, I don't think Bishop is talking about it, because you have conceded 60 shots. So let's forget about the result. Man United could have won yesterday. Still doesn't change the fact that you have conceded 60 shots. And I need to pull up the stats for the most shots, considered throughout since the season started or something, or since 2024. I'm not sure. But I know that Man United are top of that list of the team that's considered the most shots. That cannot be right. There's something fundamentally wrong in the way that manager is setting that team out.
Okay, so whose fault is it?
You learned about Kobe Mino. You learned fault, of course. I'm talking. It has to start. It has to be the manager's fault because you learn about Kobe Mainoo being a good midfielder, Casemiro, and you have Messi Mount, you have everything. You have this that can control the game. They can control the game. Yet you people play with absolute lack of control. I mean, I can call Chelsea naive. We shouldn't be labeling Man United because we know that Chelsea are a young team. We shouldn't be using such word for Man United. But you people play like a very, very naive team. Lack of control. To have 36 shots considered against Brentford.
So whose fault?
Got a point from that game. It is Ten Hag's fault. It is the manager's fault.
So this is not the match that I'm going to tell you to sack Ten Hag.
It's the manager's fault.
So the dawn is here. We have done like 2 or 3 podcasts where I've told them this problem. But everybody said it is not the manager's fault, it's the players. Then I kept quiet until people start saying this. This thing you just said now,
United have been gaining points that they shouldn't have been gaining this season.
Agree.
And the position that Man United is on the table is a false position. And I said it on the group. Man United are in a very, very, because it doesn't commemorate with the amount of shots and the pattern of play that we've been seeing all through the season. Is not a 6th position that has such statistics, very poor statistics by Man United. I think you have like a -1 goal difference or something.
Absolutely.
So for me, I think like a lot of people have been talking about. Look, I can't defend Ten Hag any longer. I think I've once said on the show that they should give him time and all that. But honestly, for me, I don't think this man can take Man United to the next level, because to play the Ajax style of football, the passing style of football and all that, they talked about him working with the Guardiola and everything. Now we've not seen anything. We've seen absolutely nothing from this man in terms of just glimpses, individual brilliance by Garnacho. Garnacho can give you an overhead kick today, and Bruno will do something tomorrow. Anthony can give you a Trevella pass like this. It's been moments. That's all we've been seeing from a club of that stature.
All right,
so
thank you so
the
much.
The goal difference, Man U goal difference is -1 now.
Yeah.
And this point you raised, I've raised this severally, and I'm tired of raising it. The Don will tell me is the player, they don't have passion, they don't have this. I don't have a problem with the players. If you bring a manager that can deal with them, that passion will come back.
Then who is the manager? Which manager are you talking about? That's another thing.
There are managers that will bring passion.
People keep saying, "Oh, this is the manager's problem." Which manager are we going to throw in? Is it Southgate?
Talk about manager.
What about Southgate? People are saying Southgate now.
I don't want Southgate to Man U. I don't know anybody else, but Southgate should not come.
But that's what they're going to present.
He should stay in England.
Oh my goodness! That is what we are going to get. Southgate.
See, the truth is, let's call a spade a spade. Man United's problem are glaring. The problems are glaring to see, right? Let's not go into managers or what now. Man United as a team has scored, I think, the same amount of goals as Luton Town this season.
What kind of hula baloo statistics?
When we see statistics like that, it's not befitting of a top team, a team that should be fighting for Champions League and Premier League titles. And look at the shot space. That is relegation statistics right there, with the number of shots faced already. And one thing I've noticed about Man United, Liverpool had that same problem last season, where we're all bashing the defense and all that. But if you notice, the likes of Anderson, Fabinho, and Thiago, they all had a very poor season last season. And opponents were just walking past them. And that is one thing Jurgen Klopp addressed by bringing in 4 new midfielders this season. So I think Man United is also having that problem. Casemiro can barely move right now. He can barely cover any part of I don't know what happened from being very good last season.
All of a sudden.
It's very
Bishop,
poor.
and you are there. Bishop, and you are there. You're not saying anything about players. You didn't say anything about players.
Casemiro has been listed as one of the players that should go. So I listed the players that should go. Casemiro is
leaving already. So Kobe Mainoo, I would say, is the only midfielder Man United that you have that can say, okay, this guy should be a starting player in that midfield. Even Bruno Fernandes today is there tomorrow.
Okay, sorry, let me cut you. That man is not fit to start for Man U. I don't care the hype all of you hype him.
No, that boy is good enough.
He's good enough. He's not good enough to start for Man U. Good is different from start. You can be on the bench and learn.
Why can't he start for Man U?
He can't start for Man U, and that's one of his problems. Let me tell you one of his problems yesterday. Number one, he started it with full energy. In 20 minutes, the guy was tired because he was playing with it. He can't even control his energy. In 20 minutes, he was tired. They were passing the ball around him in 20 minutes. Watch the match after 20 minutes and pick him out. He was now coming, he was now overlapping, leaving the position he was supposed to be playing. He was now drifting forward because he was tired to cover grounds at the back.
But Bishop, this guy is still young.
Things are, that's what I'm saying. Let him young and learn. Yeah. I'm not saying he's not good. I'm saying you are not good enough to start. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
you are good. Okay. You are not good enough to start. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
The thing is, Man United need to get the midfield combination right. For me, McTominay, yes, he can score goals, but is it
it's not that one?
Exactly.
Bishop, talk about McTominay. Oh yeah.
McTominay, I've said it before. McTominay is the only asset that Man United have right now. That's the only. Okay,
but
maybe
do you think McTominay should be starting for Man United?
McTominay can start for Man U, but not in that place you are playing him. McTominay can start, but I will not play him.
Is it at the end?
Okay. Huh? Is that where?
What is McTominay's position?
We don't even know.
Good. So McTominay is one of those people that you cannot just say this is your position. So he wants to play a 4, but he can't play 4. He does not have an energy. No, let me tell you why he should start. Because anytime you see this guy plays, he just comes out to score one useless goal or the other. He must just give you that goal.
Do you know how many times McTominay? Do you know how many times your team has been reduced to moments? As what I'm telling you, that's what we are telling you. Your team has been reduced to a moment team. You cannot be clutching on straws of McTominay popping with goals. You don't have design. What is McTominay's position? What is his role? Is it to pop up and score a different role? That is not a role. What is his role? This guy is a DMF because he pops up and scores goals. You say you should start. Start where? You start at
I'm not saying he should start. I said he is. I said he's the
Can McTominay play against Real Madrid?
Why will he play against Real Madrid?
He's not an asset. For me, he should go. McTominay at best for me is a bench. He should be on the bench and come in. That's what he can do.
But you feel that Manu should start. You feel that Manu can start, but McTominay cannot start.
Manu is a young player that has for me a higher in terms of a midfield maestro. He has a higher ceiling, and in his games to develop to that point.
He will get his games from the bench.
A talent like that, you can't kill him.
I will not kill him, bro. He will get his place from the bench. He will get his play from the bench. I'm not killing him. He will play, but you will get it from the bench. When you talk of midfield, now you use Liverpool. You cited Liverpool. What did Klopp did? Klopp cited the players he needed. Do you know who brought Casemiro? This same guy we are talking about. Do you know who brought
Eric Ten Hag?
Yes.
No.
He wanted the
He wanted
him that brought Casemiro.
It was him that brought Casemiro.
He was signed under Casemiro. Was signed under him.
It was pushed to him that he must. That's what they can get.
So why did you say no? Say no.
He can't say no to these people. They just have to bring a player.
Since you can't say no, you have to
bring in a player.
You have to bring in a player. So why can't you say okay, no Casemiro, go for another person? There are many options. Okay, you didn't get your first choice. There are many other options.
Casemiro was good last season, so we can't say why. I mean.
That is another fault.
Last season.
See, that is another fault. That is why Arsenal cannot tell me that Partey is a liability because they know of his injury. Now, you saw him last season. You should have known that this guy will not play this kind of ball this season. These are managers. You are paid to look into. You are paid to see. Like, okay, I'm putting this team here. Klopp can tell you that Thiago will not play 3 matches this season. That's why he brought in McAllister, Zeboste, all those guys. Where is Thiago this season? He's still in Liverpool, but he's not playing because he's on injury also. Klopp has seen it. Klopp has seen it already.
It's not like you see those kind of things. Let's not say it like that. I mean, no one can just say we expected this drop off from Casemiro from last season.
It's called prediction. You have to predict your team that okay, because of this kind of player, I've been with you for like 2 years. I don't think your leg can carry this thing again. That is what you are paid to do. That's how a good manager works. This thing is not rocket science now.
Okay,
even from a fan view, I can see Rashford that his mind and his passion is out of
exactly.
Now,
let's go to
Rashford.
Somebody will say put him in the match.
I don't think Rashford will be going to Euros. With the look of things, I don't think
if a guy I go scatter. I no go. No. He can't make it.
His form is very, very, very poor. Very, very poor.
It's not even his form. It's the way he plays. He plays with this attitude like I don't care. I will do like I want to play. I'll play like I want to play.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. What Garnacho is, how Garnacho was playing now, this was more better than how Rashford was playing before. I don't know what happened to him. I think there's a rift between him and Ten Hag. He has not said anything, but I think there's something there, and he's not saying anything. For Ten Hag, this is where I fault him again. You drove Ronaldo for this reason, and Rashford has been showing that same thing, but you are not benching him. You are still trying to play him. Double standard. This guy needs to go. I don't know why they are waiting to the end of the season, Sha. That's their problem.
All right. Let's talk about what's going on this weekend. At least this weekend, another win. Irate will be happy now.
I want to quickly talk about Chelsea. I didn't give them
sorry.
too much.
I want you to talk about Chelsea. Yeah, Cole Palmer.
Look, shout out to Cole Palmer. You know, the young kid is really the talk is, like you said, it's the talk of the river of the moment. Now it's not on everybody's lips. You know, it is an average team in Chelsea. He has stood out. You know, he has 16 goals now, just too short of the highest goal scorer, which no one would have seen coming. And a lot of people doubted this Cole Palmer. You know, what is he going to do at Chelsea? We've not seen enough of him for Man City to let him go. You know, somebody Pep considered for someone that Pep let go. You know, you wouldn't see it, and he has absolutely taken the opportunity by the scruff of the neck, and he has shown that he's ready. He's ready for this league, and he has shown also that the team should be built around him. Because if I were a manager into that Chelsea team and I'm building that attack around Cole Palmer, I think the boy's ceiling is very high. You know, you can see him; he's always wanting the ball. He never shies, never hides. You know, very brave. And everything. So very kudos to him, to Cole Palmer for standing up in such a difficult season and helping Chelsea. Yeah.
English player, being hyped like this. Irate, you dey here now. You dey hear am. Irate, you dey here. Cole Palmer, the world best now. Okay.
I mean, he's the world best for Chelsea. I mean, he's doing wonders for a team that is struggling. We can literally call them the Cole Palmer team right now. But the thing is, if they are not able to match his ambitions, and if a bigger team comes for him, I see Cole Palmer leaving that team, which will be disastrous for them.
Yeah, but you're right. No, he's right. But then this is where we should also give Todd Bowley, praise, because I don't know if he had given these players 3-4 years contract that people were saying, we would be we wouldn't have the upper hand. Well, now they are all on 8 years contract, and that means Chelsea have the upper. So look, we all knew that this project would take time. So for me, that's the cleverness in what Todd Bowley did, because in the way if the project is going to take time and some players are rich, our players, and other teams want to poach because you are not doing that's what happened. Remember, that's what happened to Arsenal before. Where Arsenal, people go in, they poach, they collected Sami Nasri, they collected Van Persie. You go back at the Sarria because the team they had players performing but the team was not performing, and they were getting poached away by Man City and the likes at that time. So for me, this is the clever of Todd Bowley to give them long contracts, and Chelsea will have an upper hand if things like that start to happen.
Yeah, but I mean, we can't call it all clever. This is just one player out of all the multitude of players that seems to be working at the moment. So it's still a risk anyways. But
no. Malo Gusto is another one. Malo Gusto is another one that has been fantastic. He has been first right backs in the league this season. He goes under shadow, but he's been one of the best. Malo Gusto. So look, it will come together. I have belief. I have hope in that it will come together.
The project you're talking about, if your best players are being poached every season, that project will not come together. That is the truth.
And that is why I said that. That's why I said that the long project, the long contract, makes it such that if we don't want them to go, they won't go, and they are tied to Chelsea. So that's what I'm saying. The long contract puts it back in our favor, that they cannot just get pushed, and that's why I need to salute the cleverness of Todd Bowley and his cohort.
All right, let's talk about the game week 32 this weekend. That's the fixtures right there on the screen. Crystal Palace will be welcoming Man City in that game, and that's a very tricky game for me. Away to Crystal Palace. Or what do you think, Prof? Crystal Palace versus Man City.
Yes. It's tricky.
The very first game
time of the season.
Yeah.
It's the very first game. It's the early kickoff. The
Early
we
kickoff.
know about the early kickoff.
Chai.
It's a very dangerous time to play as a top team, because this, the home team, they will be up for it. You can easily slip up in teams like in fixtures like this. You can't. Your club never likes to play the early kickoff. But look, this is the crunch time of the season. The likes of the Burner and Haaland were rested last match. I think they didn't ball, so they should be very, very fresh for this game. I would expect them to start, against Palace. And then Phil Foden, sensational player. He has been handling that City attack. Most of the good things that City have done going forward this season has come.
Yeah. Moving on to Aston Villa.
I want to say real quick, Crystal Palace has been a boogie team to Man City over the years. I think they beat Man City at Etihad last season or a couple of seasons, and even this season I think they took points also at the Etihad as well. So it's been one thing that Pep has kind of struggled with, which is unusual to say in the Premier League. And also the fact that they're at home, they lost their last game, which was an away game, and with the new manager, they will want to prove a point. I think they will be up for that game. But like Prof said, City has more than enough to overpower them. So I still see a City win. It might be a tight win, but I see a City win getting ready for that crucial and crunch Madrid game on Tuesday. So I think it's pivotal weeks for, and also Chelsea and the weekend, I think, then Madrid again. So it's a real pivotal week, 2 weeks for Man City that will define their season.
All right, moving on to Aston Villa Brentford. That's another cracking game for Aston Villa. I think they lost in their last game, Aston Villa to Man City? Yeah, they lost to Man City. That means looking at the table, they are still fourth in the table, 59 points. Tottenham is right at the back.
But they've played one better than
one better. Yes, I think so. Yeah,
they will want to preserve their Champions League space right now. So I think that game is going to be a very, very good opportunity for them to bounce back from that loss. Brentford, on the other hand, they are 6 points above relegation places, and they are also fighting for survival at the moment. But Aston Villa being at home, I think John McGinn should be back for that game. They have a couple of injuries. Oli Watkins injured, and Jacob Ramsey. But I think it will be a tough game because Brentford right now, they are striving for points. They don't want to get relegated. So I won't be surprised if that game ends in a draw.
Yeah, what about Everton Burnley? That game as well is going to be because both of them are on the
bottom of the year.
Another fight, another big game.
Everton has been on a very poor run.
Poor runs now.
The fans might go against Sean Dyche if he doesn't play an attacking style of football against Burnley this weekend, because the fans are clamoring for more goals and more attacking impetus into the game. So Sean Dyche has to change something. If Everton has to relegate, he has to change something. The good news for Everton is I think there are at least 3 teams that are worse than them this season. So I don't see them getting relegated. But this is the third time they are fighting relegation at the closing stages of the season. Everton should not be in this position with the money that they have spent. So it's a very, very crucial game. I think Everton will be up for this game. They have to win 3 points, nothing less.
Well, what about Fulham Newcastle? That's Newcastle. They are number 8 in table, facing Fulham. Fulham is number 13. I can't believe it. Wow. This season be like something.
Yeah, Fulham lost their last game, so they were expecting Marco Silva to make 3 changes in the first half. It was embarrassing. They will want to bounce back against Newcastle, who also drew their last game as well. I think Newcastle are trying to sneak into European places, Europa League at most, maybe possibly even catch up with Man United, which I think is still possible. So they would also want to get crucial points as well. But I see Fulham putting in a fight for this game. It won't be an easy one for Newcastle.
Yeah, Luton versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth is in number 12 position, and Burnley,
Yeah,
Luton is
Luton are,
18.
they are really trying, honestly.
They're really trying.
Yeah, I think amongst the three at the bottom, they are the ones that are still trying to punch above their weight, and they have the
And they've had
strength to
lots
this
of
point,
injuries.
and lots
Injuries.
of injuries
It's
as well. So
it's so unfair of them on them. To such a small
yeah,
team having so much injuries.
I kind of feel like I don't want them to get relegated, but they score goals, they concede goals. That's the problem. They just can't help it. They always concede. Even at the dying moment of the game, I think it was against Tottenham or something, they conceded two goals in additional time. So yeah, for me, I think they are trying real hard to remain in the Premier League. Bournemouth, I feel like they are safe at this moment, and Raiola has got them playing good football. But I think this will be a tour. I think Luton will get something out of this game. I'm not sure 3 points, but they will get something.
Yeah. Moving on to this one. That's Wolves versus West Ham. Irate, what do you think it is? That game. Wolves have been
They've been decent this season, I would say.
Yeah, number 11 on the table, and West Ham as well.
West Ham number 7. I think the biggest problem for West Ham is they are facing the team that is yet to be beaten in the whole of Europe in Leverkusen on Thursday. So David Moyes will have his eyes on that game. But overall, he's been criticized. He's yet to sign that new contract, and I think it's a big game for him against Wolves. Wolves have, for me, they are pretty much safe there. I don't see them getting relegated at all. Maybe they might try to get into European places, but O'Neill has done a good job keeping them in the Premier League for another season for me. So I think it's a game that Wolves being at home will be up for, but I think West Ham can get something with the attacking players that they have. They are very poor defensively though, and Moyes has to sort that out. That has to be the next step for West Ham. I think it might be a draw if you ask me this game. Yeah, I'm looking at draw as well too.
Moving on to this one, Brighton Arsenal. Prof, I'm going to start with you with this game. This is a crunch time where no club should sleep. Any sleep, you are going down. What do you think about this game? Arsenal traveling all the way to Brighton, and you know how Brighton are crazy. Talk to me, Prof.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay, Brighton are one of those teams that on their day, to be very fair on them, they got a good manager. On their day, they can beat any top team for sure. They play a very slicky brand of football, and you can get caught out as the position if you're not careful. I think this fixture last season, I'm not sure if Arsenal won the away. I think Arsenal won away, but then they were beaten at home. So, but I know Arsenal lost to Brighton last season. It was one of the games where they started to capitulate, or they continued their capitulation last season when they lost to Brighton. I think it was 3-0 or something thereabouts. So so for me, this game is a tricky one because it's away at the Amex Stadium. But look, Arsenal did do it. I think Arteta was clever with the last fixture where he rested key members of the team, likes of Martinelli. I think even Gabriel Jesus was rested. Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice. He rested some key members of the squad, and we would expect them to be fully back into the starting lineup for this fixture. So, I think Brighton will huff and puff, and they might get something from this game. This is the game that I'm not so sure. I'm going to give Arsenal the whole 3 points. Arsenal might get it, but it will be difficult a fixture for me because I think Brighton will play their football. They're at home. They'll get the fans on side, and if Arsenal do get an early goal, then they might start to panic, And so, like I said, and it's the last game on Saturday, so City probably would have won Palace, and when that happens in the title race, you look to your counterpart and see if they've gotten their points, and then so all of a sudden there's a little bit of pressure on you to win your own game. So
your own game,
City beats Palace. Arsenal, they know that they have to beat Brighton, and so if they start slowly, the nerves can start to set in a little bit. But all in all, they are favourites for the game. Arsenal are favourites to win the match.
Do you agree, Bishop? Do you think Arsenal will win the game? Brighton versus Arsenal.
They have no choice. They have to win this kind of game. So this is one of the mentality check for them. The way they approach this game, because they have a game on Tuesday also, so with Man City. So the way they approach this game will be very, very interesting. So you have actually rested some of your good players for the weekend. I like what I saw in Partey, but I'm not still convinced he's up to the standard he was before the injury. So, are you starting a Jorginho or you're starting a Partey? I would like to see a Partey in Bayern Munich against Bayern Munich in his full flesh form. He's getting there, but he's not there yet. What I think about this Brighton team, injury crisis also. Most of the teams in Premiership this season are on injury crisis. So Ferguson will be missing. I watched their last game against Liverpool. I think they used Moda or one guy like that as the striker. So I was asking, where is Ferguson? Where is Joe Pedro? Joe Pedro, okay, against Brentford. So I think Joe Pedro is back. Pedro is back, and I heard Fatty is going to make this team. So the only guy that is missing is Mitoma. It's a
Yeah.
big miss, but Adigra has been working his magic on that left hand side. But Arsenal is going to attack this guy. I know what Ateta will try to do: get quick 2 goals, and you guys go defend, and let's see how they break you down. If Man City cannot break you down, let's see how Brighton will break you down. I'm thinking they are coming out with full force in this game, and knowing the Brighton defense, they are going to crack in 15 minutes. So I see
Mhm.
Arsenal. It's going to be a very trickish game because if Brighton don't crack in 15 minutes, now there's a problem because they will grow into the game and they are at home. The fans will try to
Jet them up.
shift the referee decision towards Brighton, everything going towards Brighton. So this will be a very interesting game. They need an early goal to kill this up. If they don't have an early goal, then it becomes very, very tricky. Deals with their mentality. Having
Mhm.
and they will have Bayern Munich at the other hand that Bayern Munich is coming on Tuesday. What I'm going to do. So they need to wrap this up as early as the first half so that they can give some rest to some players.
All right, Irate, you want to say something about this game,
Yeah,
Brighton versus Arsenal?
it's a big game for us now, and looking at how Brighton played against Liverpool at Anfield last weekend, I can tell you Brighton will give Man City and Arsenal,
I'm telling you.
a couple of problems because I know Liverpool created chances, but their style of play is so hard to comprehend. And if you are not careful, they play around you so easily. And like Bishop said, their top scorer, João Pedro, is back. They still have some injuries, but they've been having a lot of draws this season, and they might see this as an opportunity to kick on and get 3 points. It will be very tough against an Arsenal team that are defensively very solid. So while I know Arsenal, they will be under pressure to get the 3 points in this game, with an eye on the game on Tuesday against Bayern Munich as well. Arsenal need to be very careful against Brighton, especially when you are pressing them. They are very good at beating around your press. So for me, it's a tricky game. I believe they would cause Arsenal and Man City some problems, but I see Arsenal edging it. For me, it's going to be a tight game, but I think Arsenal might just edge it. Maybe just a goal, maybe a 2-1 win for Arsenal.
All right, moving on to Sunday. Irate, I'm going to start with you. Remember what happened at the FA Cup?
Yeah.
Fantastic game.
That was a good game.
That was a good game. And I remember in that game, Liverpool lost the dying moment of the game. I'm going to Sunday. Are you confident, sir?
Yeah.
Are you confident, sir? Game.
What I would say is Liverpool lost. Liverpool didn't just lose the game. Liverpool gave the game away. Liverpool threw the game away. I think that's the correct way to put it, because we were in complete control. We had a host of chances to kill off the game. And then just one lapse in concentration against an Anthony that has been very close to useless this season. And Man United were back in the game. So, and this is one thing I've known about Klopp and the boys ever since Klopp has been here. We just don't make the same mistake twice. That is Liverpool for you. I can tell you Liverpool will not be complacent, and the players will be up for it. Me as a person, I've been having sleepless nights since that FA Cup because I just can't believe how we threw that game away. A game that we were in complete control of in the second half. So I think we would come and play a good game at Old Trafford. We've had big wins at Old Trafford, 4-2, 5-0 in the past. So it's not the first time we have been dismantling Man United at Old Trafford. And I think we can do it again. I think this is the fact that we lost that FA Cup game is going to give us an impetus to come with full force into this game. And I'm telling you that something is coming to Old Trafford on Sunday. When I saw the pictures, I was like, okay, Man United might be where we might lose 3 points, but with what happened in the FA Cup and the fact that we outplayed Man United, but we didn't take our chances, I don't see that happening again. I see Liverpool coming out against Man U and winning that game on Sunday. So don't be surprised. Just get ready for it, like I said.
Well, Bishop, this is your time. You have to say something about Manchester United going into this game. We have Man United, Liverpool. What's your take? Can we, you know how Manchester United play? Sometimes you won't believe it. So you just, this. I mean, where's this magic coming from? You know, do you have confidence going into this Sunday game against Liverpool?
So this is where it becomes dicey for Liverpool. Man United lost.
I read today,
This is where it becomes so dangerous for Liverpool because of the last match. If Man United have won that match, I would have said Liverpool will just come and have a few days. But this is a problem now. Because number one, everybody is on them right now. The coach is under pressure, captain under pressure, players under pressure. Everybody. Rashford is saying, no, but don't question me playing for the badge. But your attitude is not showing it. I'm thinking the next match is going to show you what he had just said. Now, that being said, I'm not going to overlook the Liverpool attack. What scared me more against Sheffield when they removed that, and I said it on the group, as soon as Sheffield equalized, they removed Salah. And I was like, what? You are looking for a goal and you remove Salah. I was like, what's happening? And then the attack started. Man, Sheffield couldn't even go 10 minutes. Like, they couldn't even survive 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Now, that means something to me. Salah is like the most dangerous guy there. If you can pull him out and those guys can still perform at that high level. Like, they were 3 goals up. I think, okay, they were 2-1 up. And there was a loose ball. Like, 3 of them still chased that ball. I was like, man, this guy's mentality is crazy. You can't even compare that mentality with any other team, maybe just Man City in the league. They have this sharp attack. Nunes, I like that Nunes goal, the goal that he scored. The keeper was the keeper underrated him. And against Chelsea versus Man U, Onana had those kind of clearance, but Jackson could not do what Nunes did. Nunes gave all his body to the ball, jumped as high as possible, raised his leg, raised everything. Like, those guys are playing on a level, like, that's why I rate his confidence, and I like that. He's good. Like, that the rate they are playing now is not talked for. But this is a tough deal. This will be a tough game for them because now Man U is paying for pride. All that is left for Man U is pride, nothing else. And when you are paying for pride, when you are playing for pride, it doesn't matter what the coach sets. It doesn't matter the player that is on the pitch. It doesn't matter the standard or anything you are playing against. You are playing like, I'm going to leave everything. I'm going to do everything I'm going to do and leave it on the pitch. Even if I'm going to lose, let it be said that I did all. You can't blame me that I didn't do all. Looking at that and the FA Cup result, I've not even looked at the FA Cup result. So that's the one time a cup competition form is not really in the play yet. I'll go for a draw in this match. This match is going to end in a draw.
Even me, I think so. It's going to end in a draw. But
why are you not confident Man United can win? They are playing.
The reason why, I'll tell you why I'm not confident that Man United can win, because Liverpool's mentality is crazy. Liverpool mentality is crazy. Like, I can't compare it with, even I can't compare it with Man City. The way those guys play, they play like they're on drugs. Sometimes they finish the match and I'm saying, go and test this Liverpool player. These guys are on drugs. The way they chase the ball at 90 minutes, I can't believe anybody can chase that ball at 90 minutes at that rate. Even the young guys, the Bradley, the Elo, the way they chase those balls, like they're mad. Like, they chase the ball. I wonder how they train. I wonder what they do in their training. The way they chase you. Go and watch that Sheffield game. The striker is holding the ball. 3 players are on him. How do you want to beat 3 players? How do you want to beat the 3 players? And if you pass, the next time 2 players are on you. Like, those guys, I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do in their training, but that's a high level performance. Like, no. So that's why I think even if Man United scored 6 goals, I think they are able to score 6 back.
All right, Prof. Yeah. What do you want to say on that game?
I mean, the style of play that that Bishop was alluding to. We've seen it from Klopp before with Roberto Firmino. Man, is the game pressing style, and that's what Klopp is known for. That's what he does with them in the training ground. You know, you lose the ball, you bite it back like mad dogs, and that's how he has thrived, Jurgen Klopp. So it's not surprising. And then don't forget the added incentive that they have this season. It's the club's farewell season. So these players, I'm sure every match they remind themselves that they have to do this. You know, they have to send this manager out on a high, and like I said, it's very clever from Liverpool and Klopp to come out and declare very early the way they did that Klopp was leaving. You know, it's just we can see it in their performances. Each game they don't give up. They want to win every game because they know that they want to win for this manager and send him out on a high. For the match itself,
Yeah.
there's no doubt about it. Man United will go in a low block. You know, it's as simple as that. They will do what they did. Was it the first leg? Yes, I think it was the first leg this season where they drew the game.
First leg against Liverpool, the first low
Yes.
block of the season.
Yes, they would. I think they would. There's no doubt about it. They'll repeat it and look to hit Liverpool on the break with the likes of Garnacho and Rashford and Rasmus Højlund. So it's still not it's still going to be a dangerous game because they'll be playing with pride. The Old Trafford crowd will be there. I mean, I got carried away the first that FA Cup game. I thought Liverpool were going to batter Man United. I was so confident. I even staked a lot on the game. I was shocked the way Liverpool threw that game away. So that has put a little bit of doubt in my mind for this game. You know, I'm not going to see. I don't see Man U going out to attack. They would block, and once they do that and they get the goal, just like Man United can get the goal out of nowhere. We saw Rashford do it against Man City, even though they couldn't hold the lead, but they can't get the goal from anywhere. You know, we have seen Anthony now starting to show a little bit of quality, and then they have Garnacho, so they have pacey players on the wing, and they have Rasmus Højlund and co. So if they can tighten up the back and play in a very low block, I don't know if Amrabat will come back for such a game to defend or something. I don't know what the plans that manager will have, but I know that he's going to go on a low block and defend, and that might hinder Liverpool a bit. But I do not see anything, no matter the low block. This is a Premier League game. You know, Liverpool are fighting to win the title. I do not see any sort of low block that would hold this Liverpool team for 90 minutes. So I'm still going to give Liverpool the win. But it's going to be a tricky game.
Okay,
right.
so you sorry
Talking
the
about the low block.
Amrabat you mentioned. Do you know he was on the bench against Chelsea?
Amrabat is not even does he play football?
So
Does he
please
still play
don't
football?
don't even mention him, I beg. Just let us move
Just leave him. Just let's move on. All right.
Real quick, I wanted to say the low block Prof mentioned. You see, these are one of the performances that can get a manager sacked, because this is a Man United fan base that has been used to attacking football over the years at Old Trafford. There's no way you're a manager, you are facing your most bitter rivals in the league and you are playing a low block. I mean, at the end of the day, they get the results, they'll be happy. But if you play a low block and you are still battered, trust me, Ten Hag might not even last till the end of the season. So I think, it's a risky game for them to try to keep a low block at home against Liverpool. But yes, they have pace up front with the guys they have. For me, the most important, where the game can be won and lost is in midfield. We need to overpower Man United. The Man United midfield is not good enough. And I think that is an area of strength for Liverpool with the likes of McAllister, Szoboszlai and Endo to dominate that game. I'm really, really full of confidence, honestly, if you ask me, because I believe our front line, can get goals and try to. When they took Salah off yesterday, people raised an eyebrow, but this is Klopp. Klopp manages the minutes of the players. That is the truth, and they have the data that back these things up. So once it's time for a player to come out, the assistant, Pep Linders, he and Klopp already signals to Klopp that this player has gone past a particular limit of minutes. He needs to be rested, and then Klopp brings him out. This is not the first time Klopp is doing that for Salah, and we all question it. But at the end of the day, Gakpo came in and he scored a goal. So, like I said, I know Man United would want to put a dent to this Liverpool's title challenge, but unfortunately, the players will be ready. Like I've been saying it for a couple. I know very well they'll be ready for that game on Sunday, based on what happened in the FA Cup game.
All right, thank you for that. Moving on to Chelsea, Prof. Talk to me about this Chelsea game going to Chelsea United. Do you think 3 point for you?
If Chelsea don't win the
Yeah.
game, let Chelsea relegate instead, and Sheffield United should stay.
Anything can happen.
No,
Sheffield
look.
United
Prof,
should stay.
I mean,
don't, don't.
these are the sort of games. These are the sort of games that, to be honest, Chelsea. I see them turn up against an Arsenal or a City, and then Sheffield, they go to Sheffield, and then they just give a funny performance. But for incentive in this game, because my Chelsea are 5 points away from the sixth position, which is Man United, right?
Yes.
We can see it on the table. This is 43 points, 8 points, and Chelsea have a game in hand. So what this means is we all expect, I mean, on paper, that Man United will lose to Liverpool, and if they do lose and Chelsea wins, Chelsea will they'll be 2 points behind United with the game in hand. So if that happens suddenly, Chelsea are into finishing an European spot, which will be their
Ah,
aim at the start of the season.
don't forget Brighton still
So for
there.
me,
Newcastle still there. West Ham still there.
yes,
Eh.
but yeah, they are there. But then you have to look at the sixth position. That's who you are playing against. You are playing for that. That's position. You're aiming at the 48th, and then all these teams you mentioned, Chelsea have a game in hand on all of them. In fact, they have 2 games in hand on West Ham. So they have a game in hand on all these teams, but 2 on West Ham. So you look to Man United lose to Liverpool, and Chelsea wins. Then they are 2 points with a game in hand. So for me, it is a must-win game for Pochettino. These are the sort of games that I can, look, you can't isolate manager, but these are the sort of games that you need to isolate and define a manager. If you go and lose this game or drop points against Sheffield, it is a manager. There's nothing to say again. Should be with us next season, because now suddenly there's a window open for you to advance and challenge and play for something. Now we have something to play for now. Before we were languishing in 10th and nothing to play for. Now directly at you are 2 points away from an European position. So I think he must grasp. He must grasp this opportunity against the Sheffield side that is relegated. So
Yeah.
there's no excuses for me. Zero excuses. Chelsea must go there and do the job and make sure they shut that back line. That back line is so porous, considering all sorts of left, right, and center. I was sick yesterday. The kind of goals that the way Badashile was playing, Badashile and Disasi, they were just all over the place. Yeah, I cannot. That defense needs some tightening up as soon as possible. So, Poch must make sure that he gets the whole 3 points at Sheffield, and then we can start looking. Towards finish.
All right, Sports Bishop, help me out with this last game. Sports Nottingham Forest.
Spurs, the unstable team. I like to attack. Attack is my way of life. So they are fighting for the Champions League. I think they will get it. I wanted to say something about the Aston Villa guy. So they went to Man City without Haaland and De Bruyne, and they came out to attack Man City. I don't know who gave them that confidence. And some people will still come and say if Emery was in charge of Arsenal last season, they would have won it. You can see Emery was above Spurs with like 4 or 5 points. Now Spurs have a game in hand. They're just 2 points ahead. I'm thinking they're going to draw Brentford and Spurs is going to win. And now Spurs will be on the same point with them with a game in hand. So I don't know who gave him that confidence. I think he should have just gone there and do a low block like Arsenal. Maybe he would have gotten something. But he went with all his full chest and he got battered and everything. Now he had so Spurs is playing at home against a Nottingham Forest side that cannot offer you anything. And I think they are not safe from relegation, but they are not getting anything from this team. Even though Spurs has been unstable. But you get what? Spurs also have this mentality that they are generating or they are creating in their own kind of stadium. They go behind and they get back to win the match. They go behind, they get back to win the match. So what I'm saying right now is this game is just going to be the same thing. Nottingham Forest have this kind of group of players that they cannot enhance them together to work as a group. Gibbs White, just like you can pick out some flashes from them. Gibbs White, the striker that is benching Agoni Wood, and the left back Marillo. You can just pick some of them out. Like these guys are good, but as a team, they are not playing as a team. So I see Spurs rolling all over them. This one, it might not end in something this thing, but Sports is going to get a 2-goal lead, maybe 3-1 or a 4-2.
All right. This is how far we can go tonight. But look at this table right now. Bishop, who's going to have easy win in this this fixtures?
This week features by easy win. I can't go past Chelsea.
That's Prof, you did.
I can't go past Chelsea.
Prof, easy win this weekend goes to Chelsea. Chelsea versus Sheffield United.
I mean, I don't think for me, easy win for nothing is ever easy for Chelsea. Nothing is ever easy for Chelsea.
And me, everybody has voted now. We don't vote. Stick said Chelsea is easy win. So Bishop, which one is hard win?
Hard win, Arsenal.
Yeah. Huh? Arsenal. For you?
Yeah.
Arsenal. Ire, do you agree?
He's going to go for Liverpool. I know he will go for Liverpool.
No,
Liverpool will be easy. But let's be honest. If a team concedes 60 shots in 2 games and they are facing a Liverpool team with the best attack, then we have to call that easy win. Because if you concede 60 shots against Brentford and Chelsea and you are playing the most potent attack in the league, then maybe the easy win is Liverpool. Who knows? We'll find out after.
I'm going to ask
if you go by that, so Chelsea playing a team that has considered 80 goals. The team that has considered 80 goals. Then who goes to which one is the easy win?
Yeah, but the Chelsea team is not a good team. They are not a good team themselves. So we're talking about the Liverpool team that is on fire, and they are playing against an atrocious Man United team. So they might.
If Chelsea can throw 4 past Man United,
it might
throw 4 past
Chelsea. Baptism of fire for Man U. They are not careful. And honestly, if Liverpool go and rack up 4-5 goals, they should just sack Ten Hag.
And I don't think they will sack him, even if you give him 10-0. I don't think he's going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere now. I deal with that.
Okay.
All right, Bishop, I'm going to ask this last one. Which game do you think is going to be disappointing if that team loses?
So definitely, if Chelsea loses,
why are you against Chelsea?
No, but it's true now.
No,
how can you not lose against Sheffield?
They should just swap positions.
No, how can you not lose? How can you not win against Sheffield? I don't
for me, let me tell you something. And this is of course Chelsea is my team. Let's be honest. This is Chelsea. Liverpool are playing for a title. Chelsea are just playing to get into maybe Conference League or something. Liverpool are playing to win their second title in 30 years. If they cannot get the results from a Man United team that has been shambolic, like I said, for me that will be the most disappointing result of the week. I don't think it's Chelsea. We all know that Chelsea is capable of going to Sheffield United and drawing the game. They've dropped points against Burnley.
I don't know.
They drop points.
I don't know.
They drop points against Burnley. They don't want to Burnley. So look, if they give, are you going to be surprised?
I will be surprised. Yes, I will.
I will not be surprised because that's typical Chelsea this season.
How can you draw a side that is already relegated? This is the only relegated side.
They did it to Burnley, but they just did it to Burnley at Stamford Bridge. Last week here it happened, so it can happen again. But if Liverpool do not get the points against Liverpool, that's a huge dent on their title ambitions and the most disappointing result of the week for me.
All right, this is how far we can go tonight. Thank you guys so much. Bishop, thank you so much for joining us on this one.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Man United, Liverpool,
2-2. Ire, thank you so much for joining us on this one. One love, bro.
Thanks for having me, John.
All right. Bro,
thank you
so much.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
All right, people, this is how far we can go tonight. I'm going to say big thank you to everybody that's joined us on this show. This is how far we can go. I want to say big thank you to everybody. Please smash the like on the video. Please subscribe as well. What are you waiting for? Please be safe out there and have a very nice weekend. Bye for now.